Greasy Don, let's have a talk, mate. Listen, yeah, this guy has been coming out and saying the most. Look, he's all stirring and stirring because this is the thing, D. If we're all going at each other, yeah, we're not paying attention to Chelsea, to his club, yeah. He done his research on Moresca. He had Cole Palmer. He had Action Jackson, Action Jacko. What are you gonna do when we got Action Jacko? Yeah, we're the action, mate. It's director's called Cut. It's not action, mate. He is finished, and you could realistically, after all that, people talk about 150 mil spend. What Chelsea have spent is unfathomable, yeah. And after all that, you could be missing out on Champions League. What is it all for, Don? What does it all mean? All these death row contracts that you've signed these players up to. Oh wow, we've pinned down Cole Palmer for another 8 years or 12, whatever you signed him up for. Where is that guy been? And the thing is, Don, this is what you do. You do all this propaganda for your manager, for your players, and hype them up, right? And then when it goes wrong, you sit there and act like you've been on our side. You're like, yeah, no, I've been saying they need to do better. It's not
I'm not allowed to change my take based on what I'm seeing in front of me.
You could change it, but you need to hold your hands up.
You just keep backing them from a Chelsea fan.
No, huh? You can change it.
I should keep backing them from a Chelsea fan, should I?
No, but sit there and admit, yeah, guys, you know what? You were right. Cole Palmer is overrated. Enzo Moresca is a championship manager.
What do you mean overrated, bro? Last season, all the praise he was getting was warranted, bro. And all the criticism he's been getting this year is warranted as well.
Okay, but we saw the future, my friend. And so you can sit there and admit that and say we were right.
Right about what?
We called it, man. We were saying about.
What did you call? Make your point. What's the point? What did you call?
What did your research do when you sat there and said, "Oh yeah, I went on Y Scout. Oh, Moresca. Oh my God, on Y Scout. He's gonna be amazing. He's gonna fit everything we want to do.
Moresca's to blame for today.
He's gonna play players in half spaces, bro. He's gonna play them in half spaces, bro. Come on,
You didn't watch the game to see how it went. I know exactly how the game went. Once again,
Don, this is the season. We want to talk about the season, Don.
No, we're talking about we're analyzing today's game, yeah, because we played.
No, wait, Don. No, that's not what we do.
Yeah? We are because we're not going to do the grouping thing. We're not going to do the grouping thing right now. We're analyzing today's game, and I'm telling you how it went.
Sorry. Right, where was the analysis of the Liverpool West Ham game? Huh? Where was the analysis there? Where was the analysis of the Wolves Spurs game? You want to do analysis because this is what you do, Don. You try and deflect and divert. Yeah, you sit there and try and get all deep into analysis. So we sit there and we fall asleep and we forget to cook you. That's what you want to do, but we're not doing that. This is cooking Chelsea.
You can try and cook me. You can try and cook me, but I've been telling you lot for time that I'm not confident in this team right now. Right, and a big reason why is because of the chances that we're not taking at the minute, right?
And
I told you already. You don't like to talk about the stats. I'll come to you the stats all the time because the stats always back up my eyes, right? We have one of the worst conversions in the league, and once again today was another example of how poor we are in front of goal, right? The first 10 minutes of this game, we should have been at least 2 goals up. You've got Jackson hitting the post again, right? You've got Enzo getting the ball. Space in the box, skied it over the bar, right?
Rubbish.
We had 32 shots on goal this today, yeah? We had 4 big chances created away from Sancho's goal. Sancho had scored an amazing goal when he came off the bench, yeah? But we're struggling to score. And once again, bro, another team where we play this team and the keeper turns into prime De Gea, bro, yeah? Enzo had a chance in the last minute of the game, the guy bangs it in, keeper makes a crazy save, right? So if you haven't had a chance to watch the game today,
how many times have we heard this, chat? How many times have we heard this?
Listen, I'm not talking about this, but that's the thing, though, Potts. That's why, for me, I'm just hoping we get into the top 5 so we can sort out these problems in the summer, right? We have been screaming for a striker for how many years now, right? There was a chance where Enzo whipped it across the box. Jackson's nowhere to be seen. Cucurella scored a goal, and I'm telling you now, Cucurella is a defender, and he has better box movement than Jackson, bro. Yeah. The goal that we scored.
Hang on. I was told by you he was good, man.
Potts, don't say this hang on thing because we all agree that we need a striker instead of Jackson. No one's ever said Jackson's the go-to guy. I've always said we need Jackson and we need a striker. We need Jackson to be a squad player, is what I've always told you, right? So you're not telling us anything new. But the point that I'm making here is Jackson and Palmer, if these guys don't pick up their form, we will not make top 5 because this is where we get most of our goals. This is where we get most of our creativity. Yeah. Neto today created about 3-4 chances that should be buried. These men are missing, bro. Yeah. Props to these lot for coming back from 2 goals down. But again, defensively, for the goals that we conceded, it's some clown music, bro. It's clown music. You know what I mean? Absolutely shocking. But that's what I always say to you, Potts. Goals change games. When these lot don't want to, you know, put their fucking hands on people's necks and keep missing chances and think, oh, it's only Ipswich. That's what happens. This is the Prem. Yeah? It's the Prem. These guys are Premier League footballers. Any of them can score at any moment. And we learned that today, football. You know what I mean? They learned that today. You know what I'm saying? So people today, I can criticize Moresca. Why did they bring in Cuckoo on off the bench? You know when Cuckoo don't work up top. Play Tyreek George up there, bro. We haven't got a Mark Guill right now. And he actually had a very good game when we played him up top the other day. He scored, right? You still bring a Cuckoo on up top. People blaming him for not starting Reece or starting Gusto. I'm sorry, bro. Even though Chalobah started there, we still created more than enough without Reece, yeah? If you're telling me you need Reece to beat Ipswich, then go throw this project in the bin. Throw the project in the bin, bro.
You might need to, man.
Yeah? Throw the fucking project in the bin.
Where was all this? Where was all this?
Hold on. We did not lose this game. Sorry, draw. See, I'm even saying lose now because a draw feels like a loss, right? We didn't drop points. We didn't drop points today because we didn't start Reece James. I'm sorry, I'm not having that, right? We dropped points today mainly because our finishing was pathetic once again, yeah? Cucurella's now sitting on 4 goals this year, or 2025, yeah? Our highest goal scorer in 2025 is a left back. You know how pathetic that is? You know what I mean? Yeah? 4 big chances created, 32 shots. I've seen this once too often, bro. I've seen it once too often this season. We've got Fulham next. You're going to see chances created. I'll come again next week, Sunday, and I'll tell you the exact same thing. We missed chances again today, right? We've got Everton at home after that. You're going to hear the exact same thing, bro. This is what I'm telling you. It don't matter who we bring in right now. We could bring in Enrique. We could bring in Flick. These guys haven't got Yamal, Lewandowski, and Rafinha in their attack, or Doué, Dembele, and
Would they not be better than Moresca, though?
Say that again, bro.
Would they not be better than Moresca, though?
Bro, bring those guys here with Moresca's team right now, and they are having the exact same problems. Yeah, give Moresca. Hold on. Give Moresca that attack that Barcelona have. Give Moresca that attack that Barcelona has, and we're probably even still competing. You get it? Like our attack would be a lot better, bro. You know what I mean?
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny here, right? And let me bring you in, Deji, right? 1.5 billion, and what Don is telling us as a panel is we need to play Tariq George up front. What the hell have they spent 1.5 billion pounds on? This is crazy to me, man.
It's mad.
I think Chelsea is the honest definition of just privilege, bro. What a privilege it is to waste 1.5 billion and still need to buy players. The truth of the matter is there's nothing that Don can say. I mean, I've gone to know Don off air, and I know he's got ambitions to run the country, or at least ambitions to defend some of the toughest criminals that this country harbors, because this guy's a waffler. You get what I'm saying? The truth of the matter is Chelsea should not be in the situation there is. You shouldn't be telling me you need a goalkeeper. You shouldn't be telling us you need a striker. You said Nkunku was a gunman. You know, sometimes when Don is speaking, sometimes you second guess yourself. You're like, rah, like maybe he's got a point. But really and truly, this is Ange Postecoglou 2.0 in Don. Another fraudster, another 419 scammer. That Chelsea team, if they do not make that champion, and look, you're talking about chances, bro. This is the Prem. If you're a gunman, if you're legit, if you're supposed to be in a Champions League spot, you finish those chances, bro. Don't be telling me about goalkeepers having weldies. That's rubbish, bro.
Nah, it wasn't just that, though. Dej, it wasn't just that, though. I'm saying that was in combination to the missed chances, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, it's pathetic. Yeah, people like to blame Moresca for everything. Oh, Cole Palmer's not performing because of Moresca. No, I'm seeing man getting in the same positions he was getting in last year. Difference is last year he was very clinical, bro. This year he's not been clinical. Yeah, people are telling me, well, you didn't have this energy for Poch, bro. The receipts are right there on my channel. Go back and watch a lot of those reviews. And I was saying, bro, today I can't even lie. I can't even look at Poch too tough. These players in front of goal today were pathetic. I can't even lie to them, man. I remember we went to fucking the final, Liverpool. Yeah, I was sitting with Jem and Ches. These guys were trying to make excuses up for Enzo and Caicedo and that. I said, bro, I can't really look at Poch for this. he set the team up well. It's these guys are just looking nervous today. You know what I'm saying? So last season, when the players were to blame for the loss or for the draw, I would cook them more, and I would say Poch today did the best he could do. But the problem I had with Poch was most of the season I found myself blaming him more. That's the problem that I had. And then towards the end, he does something he should have done a lot earlier. Do you get it? If he done, hold on, Deji. Yeah? If Poch played the way he did towards the end of the season, he would have still had a job. He lost the job because he dug his own grave. Do you get it? And then at the end, he started complaining about owners and whatnot, right? Whereas with Moresca, I saw this guy have a very good start. Over Christmas, his players were letting him down, and tactically, he was shit as well, right? When Jackson went down injured, he started to problem solve. He started to work out, okay, let me play Neto up top. He helped us a little bit, right? The past few games when Jackson's been back, we're creating chances again. But once again, we're not being clinical, bro. You know? Yeah. So it's been an up and down season. But people just want to get rid of him. Let's go bring this guy. Bro, they don't have the exact same problems he's having.
Wait, can I just say, Dom, why you always do this? You waffle, right? And then you say, hold on, like you're going to make some great point that's going to shatter everything. It's going to undo everything we could possibly say. And then you just waffle some more. That's what you do.
I'm not waffling, bro. I'm saying to you that it's been an up and down season for Moresca. And for me right now, like I've said, I want to see this guy hopefully get top 5, maybe top 6. I want this guy to get top 6.
Are you going to though, Dom?
In the summer, hold on. And in the summer, we need to make sure that we back this guy and fill in these gaps. 100%.
I'm going to keep it real. So I was able to catch the fact that you confirmed that the same thing that happened under Poch is the same thing that happened under Moresca. Yep. And there's a slight tint in your voice that is saying, you know what, maybe these players are shit. And I totally agree. I think most of your players are shit. You were talking about this being a good squad and that. The other thing is that I didn't, like we talk about one-man teams or I didn't believe. And I was literally running joke on you last season when I said, you know what, you man are going to fall off because you don't have your sugar daddy. The question I want to ask you, bro, is this the end for your club? Because it looks like it doesn't matter the amount of money, doesn't matter the managers, doesn't matter what players you bring in, you man are just getting it wrong. And I would even go as far as to say, if we're objective, you are performing worse than Spurs. Hold that. If you're objective,
let me ask you a question, Dej.
You're performing worse than Spurs.
Have some respect, please. I just beat you the other week, please. Let's not do this.
Are you going to be serious?
You came to my gaff, and I'll send you packing, bro. I came to your house. I even came to your house, and I took food from the fridge. Let's not do this, bro. You know what I mean? I made myself some dinner. You know what I mean? I took some water from the fridge. You know what I'm saying? I even told you to go upstairs and go get some sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did to your gaff, right? But you've got 17 losses. You're in N17 and you've got 17 losses, big man, right? Don't tell me about anything about Chelsea are performing worse than Spurs, right?
Bro,
you man are a joke.
No, but you're not. You see, Don, I need you for 1 second to hear what I'm saying. We know this. Look, I agree with you.
Like your manager said to those kids, have some fucking respect, mate. You know what I mean? Have some fucking respect, mate. Don't compare my club to your club.
I agree with you.
But nowhere near each other, blood. They're nowhere near each other.
Can I just quickly, Dan, and I promise I'll shut my mouth for the rest.
No, go on.
Can I just quickly repeat what I said? Did your sugar daddy have more of an influence and impact on your team than we gave him credit for? Because it's not money, because you've spent the money. It can't be managers, because you've had the managers. It can't be players, because you've bought the players. So what I'm saying is, when you've done all of those things and you're still in the mud, that's worse than my club, because we can say we ain't spent the money, we didn't bring in the players, and we haven't brought in the manager, bro. And all I'm asking you is, given the level, given where you've been, you're here. No, because the other thing I don't like about you, Don, is your energy level today is not. It's just not right. You came in on this show from the start of the season, all guns blazing, chest, ready to bet, ready to lift weights. You were acting like the Incredible Hulk. Today now, you're not. Hold on. Today you're not sure. Can you imagine? Today you're not sure.
Let's get it right. Let's get it right. We put a bet on our clubs in the summer before the window's even finished, because I know your club's dusty. I was like, cool, I'll even put it down. I don't even care if the window hasn't shut yet. I'll still put that bet down, right? But let me ask you a question, Dej, anyway, because you keep talking about our project and that, yeah? Is Chelsea's team right now complete?
bruv. In my opinion, no. You need a goalkeeper and you need a striker. In my opinion,
There we
It's
go
not
then.
complete,
So we
but-
still, and we need a
But
striker.
I would say though, and this is the point everyone's making. When you spend the amount of money that you spent, it is a bit dumb. It is a bit Spursy to have not completed your squad.
Yeah, but
Like, you have no excuse for why your team is not complete. But the other thing I would want to say, which you need to hold, bro, is you've gone from acting like the Incredible Hulk to acting like a sheep. Because today you said, and I heard you, and I know some people missed it, you hope to get fifth. That for me is the biggest disgrace and fall from grace I've ever seen on primetime YouTube. The fact that you went from guaranteed to hoping, Don, is a receipt.
And that's why when people in the comments like, this is a Chelsea tie, this is a Chelsea, I'm like, are you crazy, bro? Like, I call it as I see it, right? And right now, as it is, bro, I am not confident in this team. I've been saying this basically all 2025 because I've been watching how pathetic these lot have been in front of goal, right? I've been watching it, bro. I know my team more than I know my team, blood. Yeah, I know my team, bro. I'm meant to be going to Fulham away next week. I don't want to fucking go, bro. But in fact, they're gonna need me there so I can coach them from the side. Yeah, so I can shout at these lot and tell them fucking yo, you know what I mean? Put that in the back of the net. I'm telling you, when I go to games and I'm near the
that's what Moresca's missing.
When I'm near the pitch, I'm telling you, I coached them, bro. When I was at the Emirates, I was shouting at Sancho for him to take man on. All of a sudden, I see man run past someone. You know what I mean? They need me there, bro.
Bro's taking credit for.
I'm telling you, bro. You know that video when man getting slapped at halftime? I'll be slapping people at halftime, bro. I'll be waking people up.
Tell me where you're finishing. That's what I care
Jackson
about.
As well. Jackson, I'm telling you, bro. Jackson, get rid of that Mohican, bro. Yeah.
What?
I told you about this guy. You were talking about the partnership with Cole Palmer literally months ago.
Jackson needs to do up Bobby Lashley. I want to see you next game be Bobby Lashley. Don't be Jeff Hardy. You're not a black Jeff Hardy, right? Because you're not even playing like Jeff Hardy right now. You need to be Bobby Lashley,
man.
Yeah. You need to be Teddy Long. I want to see you Teddy Long. I want to see you doing up. What's my man's name? The white guy. Was it Goldberg? Is it Goldberg? Yeah. I need to be seeing that. I need to be seeing Goldberg. I want to be seeing skin on your head. Yeah, because right now you don't deserve that Mohican. You don't deserve that Mohican. He's come back with that Mohican and he's gone back to this joke man Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Last season he had blue hair. Remember, he had blue hair. He had
Bro
blue
said
hair.
everything, but where he's finishing.
Where are you finishing, Don?
He's doing hair analysis.
Hey, listen, I don't know where I'm finishing, bro. I'll be real. It's in God's hands, bro. I'm telling you. It's an inshallah one right now. I don't know where we're gonna finish, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm showing you.
There's no way you're finishing above Newcastle, is there? Let's be real. You're not finishing above Newcastle.
Bro, listen, we've still got to play them away, but I'm not confident about that game. We don't like going up there.
Yeah, so that's your city. Like Man City, that there you better hope that they just, I don't know, like they're just not, they haven't got it. They're not good enough to finish above you. But out of your fixtures, you got some tough fixtures, man. Like you're gonna have to really be comfortable with the fact that Enzo is not getting you Champions League football this season. You're gonna have to prepare yourself because I can't see it, man.
What we had to do this month, because of next month, yeah. We had to beat Ipswich today. We had to beat Fulham away, and we had to beat Everton. And for me, that would have been enough to get top 5 because I don't see any teams that are fighting for top 5 winning 3 games in a row. Right? You make sure you don't lose any games in the last month, even if you draw those games. For me, that would have been enough, right? But now we're making it harder for ourselves. We're making it harder. We need to go away to Newcastle and win. We need to go away to Forest and win. We need to beat United at home, right? We need to beat Liverpool, bro, or even draw against them, if anything. You know what I mean? So I'm just hoping by then in May, I'm hoping some of these teams are just going to be on the beach a bit. Maybe by then Forest have dropped out completely.
Your fixtures are
stinking, last game. But they're sticky. But end of the day, Potts, that's going to be in May. Between now and the next 2 games, bro, we're gonna move places again. We could be either third again or we could be even lower.